I don't think there is an onion anymore. Coaches tell me how they peel back the layers of the onion as a metaphor for getting to the core of who somebody is or what an issue is, right? And I remember vividly during my training, shout out to Phil, we had arguments. It was a very small group of people, so there was a lot of place for debate. And I remember him saying, "There is no onion." And I don't think he was, he communicated in a way that was accessible to me at the time. Maybe it was me and my understanding at the time, but I now get it, right? The core of who you are, your deepest values, beliefs, the unconscious is already on the outside at all times. It's already there if we're learning to tune into it, if we're learning to recognize it, if we're learning to listen to it, right? There's signs there. They're sometimes subtle, sometimes not so subtle, but the idea that you don't really peel back the layers of the onions, or at least you don't need to, you can, and I think it works. But if you're working with this skill of paying attention to it, then people have everything already on the outside, right? So you might not need to go through all of this peeling. You just need to learn to listen in a different way. So I'm happy that I've understood that now. I think it has helped to marry a psychoanalyst. But I wanted to offer that today to people because there's so many different ways of working, and peeling back the layers of the onion is just one way. And if you learn to pay attention to the more subtle signs, you'll find that people already reveal themselves in really interesting ways, sometimes very early, and often before the coaching even officially begins. Oh, and maybe I should add, and I do meet that in the supervision room quite a lot, that the session has begun before the session begins. And I've noticed that during a session in my training where I realized, oh, something very significant had happened before we made an official start. So now quite often when coaches come to supervision, I invite them to explore all of it, including the before and after the actual session. Because before the session starts, often significant things happen because people already come in with all of their stuff. So that's why I think supervision is so gold to gain new insights.